Ryan, looking ahead to this weekend's game against Burton Albion, just want to start with your reflections on last week against Barnsley. Piers Sweeney said that in the dressing room some important words were spoken amongst the group, and while I won't ask you to share what was said, how much of an impact and how important do you think those words were?
Yeah, of course it's important, but it's important that it's always done in the right way as well. There's obviously always times to be honest with each other, and we've got the group to be able to do that. But ultimately those conversations stay in-house, and as long as it's said in the right way, then that's the most important thing.
Do you think it's an opportunity as well for players to, in those situations, to speak up? Obviously, usually it's captains, it's vice-captains, but in a situation like that, it's an opportunity for the whole squad to speak up and sort of do their bit.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're pushing that as a group as well. There's obviously like a leadership group that speaks a lot, but I think that comes with growing as a player. I know I was like that when I was younger, but they obviously have opinions as well on different things, and you know, the more opinions we have, the better that will be for us as a group.
We know it's been a difficult run of form, but we have played the best sides in this league, which is sort of an unfortunate quirk of the fixture list. But in patches, good performances and signs of what we can do have been there. Yeah,
100%. I think we could be really pleased with the first half at Stockport, especially in the conditions. And then probably earlier on in the season, we probably win that game as well. And then obviously Barnsley, we start off really bright. The first 25, 30 minutes, we take the lead, and I think we could have probably scored another maybe one or two goals as well. And then, unfortunately, you know, we're just not good enough in the second half, and we have to obviously eradicate that as soon as possible, because there's probably been a little bit of consistency where we're doing really well in games, and then for whatever reason that we come away from that a little bit. But as I said, we've had a good week of training now. We've had those honest conversations, and we're fully ready to go and attack the game on Saturday and take all 3 points.
How much do you think the group has learned from this patch of form?
Probably a lot. I've always found through my career that you learn a lot more from the bad than you do the good. So I'm hoping that they've learned a lot, because we certainly have as well. And as I said, it's fully focused now. He's putting that behind us and going into Burton on Saturday and taking all 3 points.
Talking about that game then, Burton have just announced a new manager, which probably changes the preparation slightly. How much of an effect do you think a new manager might have on them, and how do we sort of make sure that doesn't happen?
Well, of course, yeah, there's the new manager bounce, that there's a saying, but he's been there for 3 days, I think, when it gets to Saturday, so he'll do very well to put his sort of stamp on the team. So I think we can prepare as if it was the same for now, but obviously we might face new challenges in the game, but who knows, we'll know that when the ball kicks on Saturday. But it's fully focused on us and how we can impose our game on them, and how ultimately we go there and win the game.
By the time Saturday comes around, we'll have had a full week of preparation, no midweek game, which is a nice change for once. How important has it been to have sort of a full week just on the training field, no other games to worry about?
Yeah, it probably is important, because we can obviously work on those small details where we're probably struggling a little bit. As I said, we've had time now to assess the last few weeks and had time to assess the game on Saturday. And now it's full steam ahead, ready and fully prepared to go and face Burton, and it'll be a tough game. They've been struggling for form, and they'll want to win the game as well. So we need to go there fully focused, and if we turn up and play to how we know and believe we can, then I have no doubts that we can win the game.
I'd like to talk, if I can, about Jake Richards, someone so young in his Exeter City career, has played a fair few games over the last few weeks in those midfield positions alongside yourself. What's it like playing with someone like Jake? I imagine he's learning so much off you, and you like to sort of give him that experience.
Yeah, no, he's a good player. I think it's clear for everyone to see. He came in the back end of last season as well, and he did well then. I think the big thing for him is he's learning every day and learning in every game that he plays in. And as I said, he's done really well so far, but it's important to just to keep learning. And obviously he's played in a little bit of a difficult period of form as well, so I think it's probably good as well at that age to you sort of go out there and play with more freedom than some senior players probably do. So I think that's been good for him, and it's been good for us, and he's doing really well so far. But it's it's key for him to just keep learning and keep doing well every day and progressing.
Obviously, Christmas is around the corner, and you're one of the few players that's sort of still based in the Midlands. What will Christmas look like for you?
I'll be here for the majority of it. Luckily enough, we have got Christmas Day off, so I'll be back home Boxing Day, Christmas Eve after training. I'll get back up the road as quick as I can, and then I'll have obviously spend time with the missus and the kids, and then I'll see some of the family members who come round ours for the Christmas lunch, which will be nice. It's just nice to see the smiles on the kids' faces, and it brings that Christmas magic back a little bit, and just seeing them open the presents and enjoy themselves. It's what it's all about.
And what was on your Christmas list to Santa Claus this year?
Absolutely nothing, to be honest with you. We've sort of gone past that now. It's all about the kids a little bit, really. So as long
Well,
as
there must be something you want.
I'd love to say there is. Just some new pants, to be honest. I like new pants and socks nowadays. Some new pants that last me through the year, because that's really important, especially in these times of weather. So new pants for me.
Right, we'll end it there. Cheers, Richie.
Sure.